Those who have been selected, you have just completed the most important checkmate of your life, and it is likely that you are unaware of the importance of your move right now. During the time when others were playing checkers, focused with fleeting accomplishments and momentary gratifications, your soul was playing a cosmic chess match that transcended the conventional bounds of achievement and failure. For years, the pieces have been moving toward this same moment, with seemingly random meetings, unexpected disappointments, and unexpected opportunities, all working together to bring to this exact moment. This was not a lucky or serendipitous event. Even if you thought you'd simply make it through another day, fate was unfolding in your hands. Everything changed the moment you decided to behave differently, to stand up when others backed down and tell the truth. When it seemed more practical to lie and construct than to destroy. This transformation happened not just in your life, but also in the fabric of reality that surrounded you. The instantaneous change in energy that happens when someone truly embraces their power is a manifestation of forces in this world that cannot be quantified with human instruments. However, these pressures may be felt. Your previous technique of doing things is no longer applicable. It has been deleted. This is a threshold that, once passed, cannot be crossed again. You've realized that you've landed in an invincible position that your opponents couldn't see coming since they were too preoccupied waiting for standard maneuvers. You took this stance without recognizing it at the time. Everything seems to be silence, unbearably quiet. The quiet is deafening. The waiting seems to stretch on forever. They assume you are unable to go ahead. They expect you to have exhausted all of your options. They believe that their problems have resulted in you being trapped in a predicament from which there is no way out. You fools, in your stupidity, fail to understand that this stillness does not indicate defeat. Rather, it's a plan. This quiet is not indicative of weakness. Rather, it represents weaponized patience in the cosmic game. Often, the most dangerous action is to do nothing at all. He or she understands when to take action and when to let the universe take action through them. You have found the ultimate power, the capacity to stay completely immobile while everything around you rearranges itself to your advantage. While everyone else is racing, scrambling, and clawing for results, you have discovered the ability to do so. The inactivity demonstrated here is not due to fear. Rather, it is the conscious discipline of someone who understands how important time is. Patience is not a passive ability. Instead, it is a predatory one. The lion does not follow the victim across the savannah. Rather, it stays patient, waiting for the proper moment to strike. The master archer does not let go of his arrows in quick succession. Rather, they pull back and wait, looking for the optimal moment of alignment before releasing the arrow. Your personal self-control is your most valuable asset, since they have never had the capacity to keep silent. They believe that your quiet means you are weak, because they have never experienced the self-assured trance that comes with complete conviction. They read your patience as doubt. The seeming delay is really caused by divine precision. What seems to be a condition of stagnation is really a massive transformation that is beyond the grasp of the typical human being. With surgical precision, you are being prepared for something much greater than your brain could have ever conceived. Movement is something that the cosmos does not squander. It was critical that you face every challenge, unexpected turn, and unpleasant conclusion that led you to this point. It would have been impossible to miss even one step. The forces that are coalescing behind the scenes of your apparent world will make your earlier ambitions look like child's play. Since you've been demanding inches, the universe is preparing to give you miles. This is a feast being cooked for you, and you've been craving crumbs. Growth is inherently unpleasant, and this stance is no exception. Before the butterfly may emerge, the chrysalis must become so tight that it is uncomfortable until the seed is completely buried in darkness. It will not start the process of sprouting. Being uncomfortable is the first step toward getting exalted. The universe is holding its breath in anticipation of the thunderclap that will accompany your emergence. And the stillness you are experiencing right now will be the same as you go ahead. There will be nothing to stop you from pushing ahead. The waiting that tests your patience is the cosmic alignment of events that are so perfect that nothing can get in your way. You're approaching a level of presence that can command attention without any effort on your side. There is no such thing as charisma or influence. This extends beyond as someone who has found their core and cannot be diverted from it, has a pure and unequivocal force. The energy you now possess does not call for attention. Rather, it expects to be recognized with quiet. Respect will no longer be something you have to work for. Rather, it will be delivered to those who embody power without having to establish their worthiness. You are now immune to assault as a consequence of your new location, not because you are hiding behind walls, but because you have become the castle itself. The assaults that formerly had the power to totally kill you now seem to bounce off of you like pebbles on mountain stone. Words that used to stab you to the core may now dissipate before they reach you. Instead of seeking you, everything you need is now being drawn to you, including the perfect people, opportunities, and circumstances. It is a natural result of being so engrossed in your objective that the world becomes your matchmaker, supplying you with exactly what you want at precisely the right time. This magnetic attraction is the unavoidable effect of getting so in tune with your goal. Blessed by His grace. Select Super. Thank you, and please consider giving $100 or more to help spread His light. Your donation sows seeds that develop His kingdom. Be the benefit. In the past, your statements did not carry the same weight as they do today. Your decisions have far-reaching consequences that extend well beyond the individuals who are closest to you. Simply being there transforms the mood of the spaces you visit. And this isn't because you want to be important. Rather, it is because you have finally given up on pretending to be someone other than yourself. It is not the mountain's purpose to be ripped. Instead, it is merely ripped. It is not a war to keep the ocean deep. Rather, it exists by itself. You no longer need to work hard to prove your worth. Rather, you just embody it, and the universe responds appropriately. Be alert because strong individuals often attract formidable opponents. Warning: the following message is only meant for those who receive the call. As soon as I broke through the Salvia Devon Forum gateway, I was greeted with the horrifying realization that our reality is just one harvested pod among an unlimited number of realms. I saw the icons, which are cosmic parasites who suck on our energy while laughing and frightening us, claiming you'll never awaken a single soul. However, something inside you already understands this fact, doesn't it? That nagging sense that you've been bestowed with more, that you've been chosen for something better, just as you're about to make this huge move. You will discover that distractions are growing. There will be more barriers. Skeptical voices, both internal and external, will become more audible. Not only is this not a coincidence, but it also indicates that you are on the correct track. Others will try to lure you into battles that are no longer relevant. These disputes might include long-standing rivalries, minor contests, or pointless squabbles. The goal of these confrontations is to exhaust the energy you need for your ascension. Avoid becoming engaged. Those who are aware of your ascent to prominence and concerned about their own lack of relevance in the new world you are creating are adopting these desperate tactics. There will be individuals who try to get you to doubt your own behavior. They will not only target your eyesight, but also question your skills and timing. It is crucial to remember that those who have never climbed a mountain will always have thoughts about the best approach to reach the summit. Their uncertainty is not your responsibility to address. Right now, the most crucial exam you must take is not to prove yourself to others. It is about having a thorough awareness of who and what is no longer deserving of a reaction. Your attention is precious real estate, and your energy is a kind of capital that is very valued. Both are much too important to waste on those who have not shown themselves worthy of receiving them. Even if the universe has placed you in a checkmate position, you must use wisdom to maintain it. Some movements do not need a counter-move. A reply is not needed for every single voice, no matter how enticing an opportunity seems on the surface. Its compatibility with your destiny is not guaranteed in all situations. Keep your focus on the end objective. A former reality is desperately attempting to draw you back into its waning orbit, and the diversions are nothing more than the dying spasms of that earlier reality. This is it. Because there is nothing else to do, You must make your ultimate stand against everything that has been created to eliminate you. The enemy is grasping at straws. They have used all of their ammo. Their techniques have been ineffectual, and their allies have abandoned them. You are not seeing a revival of power at this time. Rather, you are watching the last frantic flailing of a power that knows it has already lost. If your heart is overflowing with God's blessings, let that love radiate. Click the super thank you button and donate $100 or more to sow seeds of faith that will touch countless lives. Your giving exemplifies His richness. Be a channel for His grace and watch His kingdom grow through you. The thing that was intended to stop you has already failed you. The trap that was set for you has transformed into the same platform that enabled you to advance to a higher level. The poison that was supposed to weaken you has turned out to be the medication that has made you as tough as a rock. Everything made accessible to you has been turned into an advantage. This is the point at which everything they've tried to accomplish fails in front of them. All of the planning, sabotage, and sophisticated preparations to keep you tiny are crumbling like sand castles in front of a rising wave. Their enlightenment has come too late. They were never able to understand the difficulty that they were confronting. They underestimated your resilience, vision, and connectedness to forces beyond their reach. The last conflict isn't a struggle at all. Rather, it's a discovery. The realization of how powerless your enemy was against the destiny imprinted in your own DNA. The universe does not need permission to elevate the humans it has selected. Rather, it just removes everything that was in their path. Be proud of yourself at this time. Observe with clarity the collapse of the remaining barriers. Consider those who opposed your ascent and feel sympathy for them. They had no idea that by revolting against you, they were causing a clash with the fundamental fabric of the universe. The tables did not just turn, they absolutely turned over. What happens next will not be a little personal accomplishment that you will celebrate in private. You will be unable to disguise the height to which you are stepping. This is more than just personal success. This is something that the whole world will see. In order to be recognized, prepare for unprecedented levels of visibility. You should be warned that the intensity may at times be unnerving. You should prepare for possibilities that would have terrified your former self. It's no accident that you're in the limelight right now. It's essential. Your narrative, journey, or change was never meant to be kept hidden. It was meant to be a guiding beacon for others. A demonstration of what may be done when one refuses to accept constraint as the final answer. People who have been ignoring you will suddenly realize you are everywhere. People who have ignored you will be unable to avoid you. Individuals who have been underestimating your worth will suddenly realize that your value beyond their capacity to quantify. The goal of this spotlight is not to satisfy one's ego or gain glory. It is more about broadening one's effect than raising individuals for the sake of vanity. The world raises them in order to serve the amount of people you are meant to impact. The number of minds and hearts you are expected to awaken is directly equal to the amount of visibility you have achieved. The same power that propelled you to victory in this checkmate is now placing you in the best position to exert maximum effect. Give into it. Get your feet wet. Allow yourself to be noticed for reasons other than your own selfish grandeur. Rather, your life was always meant to fulfill a greater purpose. You aren't here by coincidence. Feel the pull tap. Join to discover the truth, your purpose, and a tribe that understands. This is more than just a membership. It's your call. Keeping secrets is now your most effective move while the chess master executes their plan. They don't declare it. The enemy army is unaware of the general's combat preparations, and you, who are on the edge of enormous triumph, are obligated to exhibit steady discipline in your future judgments. Maintain discretion about your following acts until it is too late for anybody to interfere. Your deeds should come first. Your results should speak for themselves, and your justifying activities should come last, if at all. Your plans have already been communicated to everyone who needs to know. Individual rules who are not required to know will learn by observing the outcome. The results are released once they have been decided, not before. When intentions are revealed too soon, the power of prematurely scattered words is lessened. They cause unnecessary antagonism by remaining mute at this time. you are not being deceptive. Rather, you are carefully safeguarding energy, which must stay focused in order to have the greatest effect. Allow them to be taken aback when they realize it has already been finished. Allow them to be astonished by how much you accomplished while they were not looking. They should be interested in the resources, connections, and knowledge that you have discreetly accumulated while giving the appearance that you have not moved at all. The most momentous acts in global history were not anticipated when they occurred. They were carried out with such accuracy and timeliness that by the time they were identified, the result had already been totally established. You are not being sly by remaining mute. Instead, you are asserting your sovereignty from this moment forward. You are answerable to the universe, not to the curiosity, expectations, or demands of people who have not yet earned the right to enter your already established reality. Nothing can reverse what has already happened, not even intervention, sabotage, or a force from Earth or beyond. Not only does the checkmate you obtain provide you a temporary advantage, but it also causes a profound transformation in the very foundation of your life. The doors that were shut on you aren't just opening. Rather, they are being replaced by whole new roads, highways, and spatial portals that go to places your prior self could not have reached in the presence of your awakened power's rising sun. The restrictions that formerly defined your world are disappearing like the mist that rises in the morning. This isn't just a triumph. Rather, it's a divine choice. The creator of the universe has given his indelible seal of approval to your trip. Nothing can be removed once written down. It is difficult to reverse what has already happened. The route you're presently on is regulated by a different set of rules than the one that supported your previous life. You are breaking free from the restrictions of your past habits and embracing the freeing world of limitless possibilities. As you go beyond the time frame of predictable outcomes, you will reach a world where miracles are the new normal. Through this process, you will overcome the identity that has kept you prisoner and embrace the self that has been waiting for you to claim it all along. The fact that this destiny cannot be changed does not imply that the path ahead will be free of problems. It signifies that the problems are now working for you rather than against you. Overcoming every problem presents an opportunity. Every hurdle becomes an opportunity, and every failure serves as leverage for something bigger. Regarding the economics of your new existence, nothing is wasted. Experiences from the past, present, and future all add fuel to the fire of change that is presently blazing inside you with an unquenchable zeal. What is going on inside of you right now exceeds the ordinary path of human development. The latent energy that has been lying in your cells, waiting for this exact time to come fully online, has finally awoken. This is the moment it's been waiting for. There is hidden potential inside us, including latent skills, untapped resources, and dormant DNA, ready to be triggered by the right conditions. According to ancient knowledge shared by cultures, it's now going place. That activation. Because your body is unique, it experiences diverse sensations. Your mind processes information in a different capacity because it is now receiving information from realms that were previously unavailable to your awareness. Your intuition has improved significantly. There is no such thing as coincidence. Rather, the strange coincidences that are happening all around you are indications that you are in perfect harmony with energies greater than yourself. The cosmos communicates with you in its own language. Please pay attention to these indicators. You may think of them as breadcrumbs that lead you further into regions of possibility that you only knew were in your dreams. With this awareness, respect is essential. The protection of these emerging capabilities requires judicious management. Greater accountability is a natural result of increasing capability. The universe cannot bestow such benefits on anybody who intends to utilize them casually or selfishly, because something in your essential nature has proved that it is worthy of trust. You've been chosen. You are just altering your system to a higher frequency, which is causing the pain you feel when you are confused. It is because your human self is striving to reconnect with past soul expansions. Being able to carry more light than your vessel has ever been able to handle before is a natural reaction that may sometimes lead you to feel overwhelmed. This checkmate position that you have acquired is about more than just your individual journey. It is about your role in a larger cosmic drama for which you are accountable. The game you've been playing isn't only about your own achievements and failures. Rather, it is related to everything and everyone with whom you engage in ways that your mind cannot now fathom. Your elevation serves goals that are larger than yourself. The ripple effects of your change will touch lives, but you will never meet them. They will affect events that you will never witness, and they will contribute to evolutionary currents that will extend generations into the future when they are passed down from generation to generation. Rather, the weight you carry on your shoulders is significant. Sometimes the pressure you feel isn't punishment. Rather, it fulfills a purpose. You are tasked with conveying energy, ideas, and potentials on a scale that few people can ever understand. It is unnecessary for you to push yourself under the burden of cosmic obligation. Rather, you must make it feasible for yourself to become a transparent conduit for the higher intelligence that is already flowing through you. With increasing authority, it is not your obligation to learn everything. One must have an open mind, stay connected, and believe in the wisdom that orchestrated this checkmate in the first place. You are small in terms of mankind, but boundless in terms of your connection to everything that exists. Your strength resides in this dichotomy, which is both humble and allows you to continue learning, yet spacious enough to accommodate a huge number of individuals. Consider the apparently random path that led you to this moment in time. When seen from this perspective, the optimal pattern becomes clear. The things that looked to be chaotic were, in fact, divine geometry that was evolving alongside your life. Each distraction fulfilled a specific function. Every delay has importance, and every person that entered and departed your tale was perfectly positioned to provide something necessary for your advancement. Nothing was chosen at random. It was definitely not a coincidence. Every occurrence was a piece of the cosmic jigsaw that was your being, carefully put in certain spots. For example, stars, planets, and galaxies all follow faultless movement patterns that can be predicted hundreds of years in advance. The universe functions with extraordinary mathematical accuracy. Have you always believed that your life was immune from the celestial orchestration? Do you really think that your journey was a fortuitous event, given that everything else in creation follows such a perfectly planned pattern?